This is Forever Fett from Brook Gaming, and I listen to lots of Star Wars.
Yeah, we should let him. He did better.
Okay, sure.
It's his world. We're just squirrels trying to get a nut. Here we go.
This is Forever Fett from Brook Gaming, and I...
Well, did you have something to say?
No, I said run it. Play it.
This is Forever Fett from Brook Gaming, and I listen to lots of Star Wars Destiny podcasts, but I never listen.
This isn't going to be a grumpy day for you, is it, Ray? I feel like you started off positive.
You know what I'm thinking? It's you.
You think it's me?
I think it might be
This is Josh's night. We are not going to poop on his parade.
Talk about my scrub out.
Yeah,
that's right.
We're not going to poop on his parade.
As soon as things start getting a little dicey, get it? For Josh, I'm going to bring in the Phoenix.
Oh, geez. So what are you going to do? Show him up now? That's what we're doing? All right, here we go.
No.
This is Forever Fett from Brook Gaming, and I listen to lots of Star Wars Destiny podcasts, but I never listen to Discard to Reroll.
So Ray says, I'll take care of it. I'll get you. You want intros? You want? I'll get everybody in the community. They love me. Chip, they love me. They love me. I'll get them all. He gets freaking Paul, which I love Paul. Drew, I had to get myself. And that was it.
Hey, I got Ashton from Jackalman Games.
Ashton's great. I love Ashton.
I believe Kyle did one live when he was on.
Did he really?
Yep. You never even saved it.
I didn't know he did it. People? Did he really do it?
Force them to say a line, and then you never use it.
Oh, all right. I'll do it.
At the end of the episode.
All right.
Alan also gave one.
Who?
Alan Irish.
Oh, Alan.
He gave one the one episode. I don't know which one it was.
Alan's talking a lot of smack on me about the Prime. It's going to be in Rochester.
Oh, he's like calling you out?
Yeah, the 5th. I gotta start training. All right, here we go. This is going to be great.
This is Forever Fett from Brook Gaming, and I listen to lots of Star Wars Destiny podcasts, but I never listen to Discard to Reroll.
I'm Aaron Reina, and I would never, ever even consider listening to Discard to Reroll with Mr. Chip.
That was really terrible. We're going to try it again. Ready? Here we go.
I'm Aaron Reina, and I would never, in a million years...
The most passive...
Look. From here.
you want to do it, like, energetic?
Do it from the thing. I'm Aaron Reina, and I never would listen to Reroll.
Did you record it?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because I'm Aaron Reina, and even if Arnell told me to, I would never listen to Discard to Reroll.
Perfect. Me neither.
Yeah.
This is Ashton with Jackalman Games, and I would never listen to Discard to Reroll.
Me neither. I wouldn't listen. Everybody, it's Discard to Reroll. We're a podcast about a little dice and card game we like to call Star Wars Destiny. It is too. What are you typing away, Ray? You taking notes? What are you doing over there?
Oh, we started?
Jeez Louise. You know, I actually was going to call you Sir Christopher. Sir Salt Knight. This came in. Do I still have it on my phone? It said, hey, just a quick question. Is Ray the new Sir Christopher? That's what people want to know. Hey, he's a great guy. He just happened to be a little salty. But, like, you have replaced the salt. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him and love him. It's Ray Julia, everybody. He's bringing the spice and the heat and the thunder and the salt.
Yeah, I just want to yell about the delay. That's all I want to do. That's the only reason I wanted to record tonight.
About the delay of covert missions?
Yeah, that one.
I didn't hear it. I wonder what's going on. Hey, you know what though? We have actually a real celebrity here. He was representing us, Discard to Reroll, on the national stage, ladies and gentlemen. He's your favorite banana crap shooter.
I'm a banana!
It's Josh. Josh, you made it back. We are so excited for you. We cannot wait to hear about all of your escapades and your journey to, where was it in? Virginia? Is that where it was?
Yeah, Arlington, Virginia.
Arlington, Virginia. Josh, you made it home safely. How are you?
I'm good. I made it back after a quick detour to drop Adam off. But,
now, for those who might not know, Adam, we're talking about the Adam
Kappa Cup Adam.
Kappa Cup Adam. Evidently, his car parking's an issue down there. Is that what I'm hearing?
He didn't park in the hotel parking lot. He parked in the public lot.
Oh, boy.
And I guess it closed at a certain time, so it was closed, locked. So he was stuck there. So after I scrubbed out, I gave him a ride home.
Oh, boy. Ray, we can hear if you roll dice, just so you know.
I have these old DACA dice sitting here.
Well, I'm
never going to play them.
No, nobody should play them, because you know what? Your friend over there at Brook Gaming, you told him to play some jank deck, and he ignored you. And thankfully he did, because he made it to top 4, I think, ignoring your advice. That's your friend Kyle Phoenix.
Top 8.
Top
Jesus.
8. He topped 8 for ignoring you. That's what he did. With your DACA dice. He gave you your DACA dice.
No, I didn't give him a DACA deck. I told him to play Dengar Django and be everyone's hero.
Yeah, that would have.
Because he was really debating it. He was like, I really kind of want to play it.
It's a good deck.
And I was like, just play it.
That sounds like somebody convincing someone else to play K2SO Ray in their regional season about a year and a half ago.
Yeah. That's very true.
I'm sorry, I don't get that reference. I wasn't listening. I wasn't a fanboy of this show.
Are you talking about our friend Double Blanks?
Yes.
When he played that? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. And I think he dropped after 2. But Josh, I was looking all over for you on the stream, and clearly because you were wearing discard to reroll stuff, they were not having any part of it. Everybody wants to know, how was the experience? Did you enjoy going? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I had fun going. The drive down was kind of boring. I got there, saw the Golden Dice and Brook Gaming guys, and then we started playing.
First of all, did they acknowledge you? Did you have to walk in there and, push your weight around a little bit?
Flockton was like, "Hey, what's up, Josh?" And then Jack's like, "I'm not talking to you." That was pretty much
Flockton.
Wow, it was a warm reception you got there.
Yeah, that sounds
from
about right.
Flockton. And Brian almost died, so he showed up right before they started.
Oh, how did that happen? Brian from Golden Dice we're talking about.
Yeah, he was really sick. He was thrown up the morning.
Jeez.
That they were supposed to play.
Yeah, I'm going to let him probe me for sure. I don't want anybody. That's what you get when you go to those things. You get the pox. Everybody touching your stuff and your dice, and they're coughing. You got to have hand sanitizer. I want to drink hand sanitizer when I'm down to those things.
I'm thinking the drinking had to do something with him being sick. So.
I understand. I get it now. Very different type of sickness, you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do at different events. I'm just going to fake an illness and then act like I can't play.
Yeah. That's the thing.
And then go 5-3.
Yeah. Is that what it is? 5-3. I'm watching this thing. By the way, the coverage was fantastic in terms of the way that the stream was set up. Thank God that people are streaming it on our own, because leave it to FFG to do nothing for this. This is your U.S. championship, and there's nothing. But they did a great job over at Chance Cube to put that stream up. The quality was good. They had great graphics. I love what they did with the shields and damage in each one of the characters, where they had the picture of the card art there. This game is waiting to be just, I don't know, to just be covered. It's a cool game to watch if you can see things. And I think the trouble that I had, and I'm not sure how much you got to see Josh and Ray on the stream on the Twitch, is damage. Did you hear about the kerfuffle that happened in the issue with Joe's match?
Flippable tokens was an issue, I believe.
Yeah, I hate those. I hate mirrored tokens. I hate flippable tokens. I hate all that stuff. And your boy from ABG there, Cody, and God, his name is escaping me from Tag Games. Looking right, Todd, is that his name?
Todd, Todd.
Yeah. Who did a nice job in covering it. But the problem was, I'm not sure where they had them positioned, or did they have monitors off site? I don't know how that.
Yeah, they were in the hallway. At a screen, they had a monitor they were sitting at outside the room.
So looking at a monitor.
Wait, what the hell are we talking about?
We're talking about this is Star Wars Destiny. There was a tournament this weekend. It was in Virginia. It's the U.S. Grand Championships. A lot of your friends from Brook Gaming, the team that you're on, I saw a picture.
What do you mean monitors? Are we talking about the people that were commentating?
Yeah,
the people that were commentating were outside the room.
Which makes
looking
sense.
Looking
at a monitor. And so they're looking at a monitor. Meanwhile, there's a complete wedding symphony going on in the background, which was crazy.
I thought that was pretty cool.
You like that?
I don't know.
It was just
thing? It was just leading to the suspense of the moment.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it was in a lobby. I think that, where was the match? If that could be heard so loudly, Josh, where the heck were they playing?
In a room on the 3rd floor, right next to the balcony.
So you could see over the balcony?
If you were standing at the door, yeah.
All right. If an errant dice went mad, is there a chance it could have went over the balcony? Would you really have
maybe.
to? Would you really have to roll it?
Yeah, you'd have to
really chuck it.
You'd have to be pretty pissed to throw it.
God,
yeah.
that'd be pretty funny if that happened.
Yeah.
So that was
Flockton almost did.
Did he? Yeah. It sounds like a Flockton move. So there we are watching this, and I don't need to give you all the gory details, but I'm, relaxing around the house. I'm in the shower. I'm listening to this thing. I'm like, okay, it sounds like it's over based on how they're describing it, and over for Joe. They had Joe losing the first match. And then all of a sudden, some guy comes over to Cody and whispers and says, yeah, just so you know, Joe actually won. He's like, I'm going to need to see the replay on that. How did that happen? I guess there was an issue with the tokens. He couldn't see the tokens. Yeah. So
I did like what they did at Gen Con. They had those ridiculously enlarged tokens.
Yeah, you need something. Yeah. I mean,
that was good.
How much more are we going to let this happen? Like, it's hard enough. You can't ever see the dice. So now you got two people who are pretty smart people in general calling the match on monitors, and they think the one guy lost. By the way, that's the guy who won the whole thing, but they said he lost. In 5 minutes in the next game, they're like, yeah, he actually won. I mean, that's the problem with the game. That's one of the problems with the game, is that you can't see these things. If you're going to stream it, at least do it so that you can see it. And again, ChanceCube did a great job. They put all the stuff up. The graphics were great. Quality was good. The stream never really went down. It's just those damn dice and all those tokens. What does Magic do for live things like that? Red?
There's no tokens. That's where
there are definitely tokens, aren't there?
Yeah, there's no you have to keep something a certain amount of tokens on something.
Okay,
it's not like that at all. Sometimes you might have a die on something, to represent its value. If you make tokens, they sell the product that you can then put in your bag. If you said you made goblin tokens or elf tokens, they'll have, a printed art that would show you even their power. So it's completely different. And that's the same thing in Dragon Ball Super. These games are a lot easier when they don't introduce so many different, accessories with them. And when it's just strictly a card game, it's much easier to watch and it's much easier to stream. Then at that point, you're just based on the knowledge and what the actual commentators can see. Right. But it's way easier. I would think it's really hard to be able to at times see what somebody rolls out, and if there's a slight glare, especially now that you said that they were looking at monitors from separate rooms.
Yeah,
that would be tough to me. I maybe they had a better resolution than we did on the actual stream, but to me that's really tough at times. And if you don't see it, it can alter what you're
for sure
telling the fans.
Yep, definitely. Fans of Destiny, they demand to know. They want to know. But it was actually, I really appreciate how they did that. They did a nice job. Josh, tell me more about your experience there. Right, we're hijacking. This is your moment, man. Your moment to shine. You were all fired up. You got there. You had the right deck. Tell everybody, what did you end up playing and how'd that work out for you?
I played Satine Droids.
It seems right there. That was the winning deck. You were on the winning deck. You read the meta. You correctly read the meta.
Sure. Yep.
So what happened?
Say that. I got beat 3 times. Oh. That's what happened. Well, so my first round was against, you might know him, Nick Quanka of the Hyperloops.
Oh boy!
And he was playing his Afra deck. And
that's not a good lead-in. That's not a good first. That's like your warm-up match. And you're playing him.
Yeah. Yep. So I just fell behind the whole game. But it was a good match. It's just I fell behind the whole game. My second match was against Ewoks.
Wait. How do you fall behind? Tell the people demand. They demand to know. Tell me what falling behind looks like in that. So you've got Satine. He's playing what? Afra?
Yeah, Afra, Watt, Sentinel Messenger, Grand Design.
Hey, that's an old broken record, Josh. We know that game. We've danced to that dance before, right? Come on, we know what's going to happen. There's no tricks there. We know what he's going to do. Well, how do we get behind? Come on, coach.
By the time I built a board state, I had taken too much indirect.
Oh boy,
that I couldn't. I just got behind. I couldn't build the board state I needed to early enough to push through.
All right. So what we got to go? What 6 and 2? Is that what we have to do?
Yep.
No problem. No problem. We just got to win. We got 6 more to go. Just 6 in a row. We're just going to rattle them off. So what'd you have after that?
Ewoks.
Perfect. So Satine, it's like a match made in heaven.
Sure.
And how'd you do?
I wasn't playing Republic Cruisers, so I cut them for Scruffies.
Oh, jeez. Right.
But I won that one.
Oh, so
see?
Okay, there it. All right, now we're 1-1. We're back in the saddle, baby.
I thought that was a dig on me. I was like, just cut the Republic Cruisers. You probably could do that, and then Scruffies be fine. And I was really pushing the Scruffies for them.
Yeah, the Scruffies were fine all day. I was glad I had them.
Yeah, I'm glad you had them too. We're back in it now, baby. It's 1-1, 500%.
Yep, that's right.
What's next?
Ewoks.
Again, you just beat him.
Ooh, double.
Yeah,
you just beat him.
Yeah. This time I lost.
Lost? What do you mean lost? We just won. We just beat him.
I misplayed the one round. He AR'd in his resistance crate speeder, and I had a dismantle in hand. And he rolled it in, and he had Chirpa on a focus, and he rolled in like a shield or something on the crate. So I was trying to get cute, and I was going to wait for him to focus with the
careful!
Chirpa die.
I thought we lost him. I thought that was it. Holy
slamming
shit.
his desk.
God damn!
With the damn Chirpa die.
Is this too soon?
I got too cute there. I should have just dismantled it as soon as he played it. But when he rolled it in and it hit a shield, and Chirpa had the focus, I was waiting for him to burn the Chirpa die to focus it and then dismantle it.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't happen. And then he ended up resolving it.
I feel like
against me.
I feel like we're opening this wound that didn't even get a chance to heal. I feel really bad.
It's all right. And then,
do you want to talk about the rest of your weekend? I mean, what did you and Adam have in the car ride? Did you have any good snacks?
Well, and then the next round, then he had just had all his burn cards. He had like both glider attacks, like an inflict pain, and he had something else. And I just couldn't take all that indirect at that time.
No, not many people can. No,
but
boy.
I had the board state and everything ready, like to kill the rest of his characters that round, and I was like ended up being 2 damage short, which that crate speeder was the difference. I should have just dismounted it right away.
You know what they say? Day late and 2 damage short. That's what they say.
Yep.
Well, guess what, Josh? It doesn't matter because it's X and 2 for a reason. We're 1 and 2. We can run the table. It's happened before. Rocky Balboa, upset coming. We're ready to go. What happened next?
I played Raylo.
Boom. Now, come on. That's tailor-made for you. Tailor-made for Satine.
I won that one.
Was that the guy who won? Was in the runner-up? Is that okay?
Nope.
Different Raylo player. All right.
Different Raylo player.
Guess what? Ray, we're 2 and 2. You talk about. I'm driving to Canada, by the way, with my family, trying to figure out if my texting plan is included, like international minutes. I don't care what it's going to cost me. I want to know all the details about what's happening to our boy in Virginia. By the way, you don't want to make a wrong turn in Virginia. Lots of bad things can happen. So here he is. He's 2 and 2 now. We're ready to go. We're back in it. And all we got to do is pull 4 out, right?
That's right.
Ray's not thinking. Piece of cake. I'm texting Ray. He's got this. Our boy's got this. He knows it. What's next?
Luke Magnuson and Afro Executioners.
What does that guy know? He has only been in every single top 16 of everything he's ever played, ever. The guy is like a beautiful mind. He writes on like the glass. He's writing math problems just for fun. All right, but we got this guy. And what did he play?
Afro Executioners.
Please, we just played that deck again. We know what that's going to do. Guess what? It's going to do damage to itself, then it's going to do it to you. It's a lot of fun.
And its characters get to roll their dice.
Who plays those? You know who plays those? That guy. That's the only guy who plays them. There's nobody else. There's not one other guy on the planet that plays those guys.
After this round, you'll never see those guys again.
Right. You don't need to worry about those guys. No one plays them. Right. Piece of cake.
Yep. Sure.
What happened?
I lost.
Oh, no.
So this one was definitely on me. I misplayed at the end. He had a character with 2 health remaining, and I had a character with 2 health remaining, and I had 3 dice.
Right.
He didn't have anything. I had a Fickle, a Satine on focus, and a Satine blank. And I focused the Fickle. I thought he only had one resource. So I focused the Fickle to a 2 range, and he bought the Fickle.
Where was the other resource in his pocket?
Yeah, where do you have it?
I don't know. I don't know. I was kind of like, as soon as I didn't even, it was like so instinctual. I just focused the Fickle. Yeah. But if I would have focused the Satine die to the 2 indirect,
game over.
Then it would have been game over. So
no,
huge misplay there.
No, don't worry about it, because there's sometimes I don't notice that people can afford buying out my Fickle until I'm like, oh, that Fickle just rolled in really nice. And then they're like, I'm going to take that. And then you're like, I probably should have looked up and saw that they had 2 resources.
Yeah,
so what you're saying is Luke Magnuson hides his resources?
I don't think they were necessarily hidden. I just, for some reason, I was thinking in my head, like when because I rolled Satine and then re-rolled the Fickle, and then I was like, all right, I hit the focus. I can focus to the 2 and get this. And I wasn't thinking that he had 2 resources.
No. Meanwhile, he slipped his finger. As you were all excited, you were like, I'm going to focus this and I'm going to win. And he just grabbed his finger.
Okay, so he buys the Fickle, but it's not over.
Yeah, but I missed on 2 rerolls to end that round to get indirect on Satine. And then the next round, he rolled the Fickle in first, which is probably a mistake on his part. Because then I had a hired muscle and something else, like an entourage or something.
Right.
And 50% chance to hit damage on both those dice. I missed on both of them. So then he had an assassin droid and a BT1, so he could deal the 2 damage.
There it is.
Yeah. So that was it.
So that is it. We're 2 and 3, and what happens after that, Josh?
Drop
City. Yep. We're done. Day's over.
I like it.
Yep.
2 and 3, drop. Josh, you held out well. You played 2 of the best players around, and you almost did.
Yeah, I felt like I played well. It's just those small little misplays that made the difference.
He felt he played well. You know, there's not a guilty man in jail, Josh. You know what I'm saying? You played well, Ray. You played well. You did play well.
I would have been 0 and 4. The plays, and I felt like I was seeing everything well.
Yeah.
And making the right plays for the most part.
Yep.
I just tried to get too cute once and then play too fast the other one. I think if I would have took a second and thought about it, I would have focused the right time.
Did you say after the game with Luke loudly, I should have won that game?
No, he's the one that actually brought up that I missed the focus.
Okay. That's good. Well, Luke will bring up that you missed the focus. The other guy will tell you that you should have won. But no, they're good, very good players. Very good players.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed the game, even though I lost.
It's always nice.
He ended up him and Cuenca ended up having to play for the 5-2 game. They were each 5-2 and played.
Oh yeah.
So Cuenca and Luke Magnuson played to make it in the top.
So let me ask you this question. America wants to know, and maybe some people worldwide, would you have played a different deck?
No, I think it was the right deck.
Yeah.
I said just those small couple mistakes, decisions I made made the difference.
Well, when you're playing these good players, it sounds like that's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
What other lessons learned, Josh, can you impart on the Discard to Reroll audience?
Park in the right parking lot.
Yeah, that sounds bad. How long of a drive did you have with Adam?
Like 2.5 hours.
Oh boy! And then you drove all the way back?
No, then I went home.
Oh, okay. Well, you just drove him home. That's all right.
Wait, did Adam's car just stay there?
Yeah, he's going tomorrow to get it because they weren't open today.
Wow. That sucks.
So he's got to take a day off of work and find a ride back to DC and then back home.
See, he's used to.
It's still there.
What's it called out there? Where is this Mechanicsburg? Where's the Kappa?
Kappa Cup's in Hershey, Grantville.
No, it's not in Hershey, right? Isn't it? There's another town.
Grantville.
In Grantville, Ray, you can leave your car anywhere you want. They don't lock that up. Grantville.
Yeah, because the local sheriff is on horseback.
Yeah, he don't care. You want to leave your car out there at the 7-Eleven, they'll do that. They don't care. It's Grantville.
No. Oh, speaking update, I convinced Just Jack from the Golden Dice podcast to allow me to commentate the Kappa Cup.
Oh my God!
Live stream.
Well, there you go.
Getting full. Jeez.
That could we'll do it on his account so that when they get the 3 strikes and they're out, then we take down Golden Dice. It's great. It's like a mole on the inside.
Yeah, it's like what does they call it? The splinter cell, or what do they call them?
Sleeper cell.
Sleeper agent.
Sleeper cell. That's what they call them.
There it is. Yeah, you're a sleeper cell. Well, Josh, we are proud of you, and I was excited to get all the updates and was really rooting for you. And I might have screamed in obscenity when I did hear that you dropped, but you did a great job. Anything?
So did I.
Any lessons learned other than that? Other than parking correctly and. I mean, like preparing for this, do you feel like you were prepared enough?
Yeah, I felt like I was prepared enough. I mean, I definitely didn't get as many games in as other people, but I felt like I was prepared enough for the event.
Yeah, for a guy with a full-time job, you prepared about as much as you could, right?
Yep.
I feel like you did a great job. He's a man of a lot of words, everybody. It's Josh. BananaCrapshoot, and that's thunder. Wrong sound effect. I didn't give you the right sound effect, but for all your work. And next up is Ray, right? Next up is you at Worlds, Ray. What can you take away on the team discard to reroll? Who people think we're a laughingstock. Well, Josh hopefully put an end to that by showing up and being respectable. He was respectable. But Ray, you're going to go down there to Worlds. You're going to be half drunk. What are you going to do?
People are going to know his deck 2 weeks ahead of time.
You gave away your freaking deck list.
You're going to know my deck at least 2 weeks ahead of time, at least a week.
Yeah.
And
got a weak deck.
I'm probably going to be drunk the majority of the time.
Perfect.
Like, I'll be with the ABG guys, but I'll be wearing discard to reroll stuff.
Well, that'll go over well in their hotel room.
They'll probably kick me out after I embarrass them. I'm telling you, I'm just going to go. I'm going to be half drunk.
Yeah.
If I see Luke Magnuson try to sneak another resource in, I'll fight him.
Yeah. Luke.
I don't care. That's how lit up I'll be.
Right on the stop. Hey, you know what? Here's one thing I learned. Quick fun fact. I'm never going to be looking at the chat of any Twitch stream ever again. Just as a quick fun fact for everybody.
Yeah, I think we established that today's humor, the children of today, is just well past your time.
Well, here's the thing. I'm watching this thing. Everybody's talking like they're going to fight each other. Is that how we celebrate? Is that how we talk? Like, why even have the chat? What's the point? I mean, if I can't make my fun little witty jokes, that's all I want people to hear. But they're there talking about how somebody's going to follow somebody into the bathroom, and it happened to be somebody who's, by the way, a known cheater. So, I mean, at the same point, like, I'm sorry that I stuck up for people, in the chat. Evidently, they weren't fighting, so I broke up a non-fight.
This prep room's really filling up, and I do have a special guest that's going to come on right now.
Who could be more special than a guy who went 2 and 3 and wore some of the nicest discard to reroll gear around?
We got a good one in here.
Who's that? Oh my God! Was this the top 4, top 8, top 4? He made the top cut. He was well past the top 16, and he almost played Django Dangar. But thank God you didn't listen to Ray's advice. It's Killer Phoenix.
What's going on, guys?
God, was he serious? Like trying to force you to play that?
Dude, I tested that deck a lot the day before the tournament, and everybody just dumpstered me, which was probably a good thing because I didn't play it.
Yeah, but it's funny. I saw your article. By the way, great stuff, great article. And you're always coming up with those brews, and I love that deck. I actually texted Bad Manderson, and I said, I've determined that I like playing 2-wide. It's just way more fun. That deck is really fun.
Yeah, that's a fun deck to play. It's tough into the droids because they just take your money and you can't play the good upgrades that you want to play, but it's a fun deck.
Man, oh man. And you, Ray, were trying to convince him to play that deck?
Well, he texted me night of, and he's like, what do I play, man? And I gave him 2 lists, and he's like, yeah, I'm not playing those. And then I was kind of like, all right, Kyle, whatever. Play whatever you want. And then he texted me 3 hours later, and he's like, I really want to play Django Dengar. And I'm like, just do it. So, Kyle should pay me for how nice I am to him through Discord conversations. I'm always hyping them up. I'm telling them, try your best and have fun. Wow, and I'm giving him deck choices and card selections. And this is what he'll do. He'll be like, yeah, I'm not putting that card in my deck. And then he'll find out later that it was in the winning deck. And he'll be like, well, I guess you were kind of right there.
There were a couple of those at this tournament. But I give you some credit because you gave me like a little bit of confidence to play like my off-the-wall cards that I included in my chopper deck. Like Paul played a more like standard chopper deck. And mine, I had some weird cards in there that worked out throughout the day.
The chat is saying that Kyle, your microphone's super hot. I don't know if you can turn it down just a scooch. Oh, a snitch on there, just a scoochy scooch. But we don't care. You can shout at us. You're the best advice we've had all day. And we're the best.
I told Kyle, this is the thing: is Kyle has a knack for including cards that most people would look at and be like, I don't know I don't know where the application for this card is. And then he'll put it and he'll utilize it in such a way that it's like, wow, that card's amazing. Why isn't everybody playing that? And then you'll put it in your deck and you'll be like, this card is horrible. But Kyle's just really good at finding like them spots where he can make use of a card. So what was the card? I saw it on stream. It's the draw 3, discard 1. What's it called?
Strong Intuition.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can't even hear Kyle.
He said, "Way to go! It's strong intuition." He said, "Strong intuition."
Yeah, so like I watched one play that he was playing against Joe, the winner, and he played strong intuition, drew 3 cards, discarded a salvaged arm, and even the commentators, maybe not the most knowledgeable, were like, "Well, why would he discard that?" And then his next action, he just put it on to Chopper. Like that's just good value right there.
It basically turns it into a draw 3. I hope my mic's better now. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. It doesn't matter. We can hear you. It's fine enough. Who cares?
It's probably killing Chip, and he's like, I don't care.
It's fine. We're just glad that you actually showed up here. We appreciate it. We're getting some good advice from somebody who was there, along with Josh. And you beat Joe on stream at the beginning, right on day 1?
I beat him in the 6-0 game, so round 7, yeah.
Round 7. So how would you describe your experience there, Kyle?
It was a lot of fun, man. It was a long, long day. 8 rounds, which kind of felt unnecessary. But it was cool. Like, I went 7-0, and then the last round got to play my brother on the stream, which was pretty fun.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Were there any words exchanged after that?
No, we were just having fun. We were both happy. Like, we were already both guaranteed to be in day 2. Which is like the best time to play. A lot of times we play teammates throughout the day and it's like, somebody wins and somebody gets knocked out, basically.
Yep.
So it was a much better feeling to play when we were already won.
Yeah, you guys had to be feeling really good because you're sitting here. You've got Paul who's heading in. You've got your brother who's heading in. You're heading in. I mean, it really couldn't have gone better. I know Cody didn't make it, and you had a few other people who were there representing, but 3 of you guys making the top cut, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, it felt great. We were celebrating, definitely. We went and had like a nice big dinner with our whole team and all the Hyperloops guys after Swiss rounds, which was really fun.
And there's the problem. You went with the Hyperloops guys. They got intel. They weren't there to eat food, Kyle. They were there to get all the dirt and the details. You're there whooping it up. They're buying shots. Everybody's having a great time. Meanwhile, they're just like taking notes. Silent assassins. Sleeper cell. You said it, Ray. Sleeper cell. You can't go to dinner with those guys. And look what happened. So you made it to what? You made it to, you played a Kylo Ray, right? Is that what got you in the end? Yeah, so
in top 16, I played the Vader player who made top cut.
Yep.
And I won that 2-0. I think it's a really terrible matchup for Vader. Like, I can just take his money, and then it gives Vader basically has 2 blanks on his dice instead of 1.
Right.
And then, I had actually played him in round 6 of Swiss, which is Matt, who ended up playing Joe in the final. And then I played him again in top 8, and he just crushed me. My deck kind of fell apart on me. Drew easy pickings after Chopper was already dead instead of when I needed it. So,
right. Yep.
He was
a really good Raylo player. So
he was the Raylo player you played in Swiss, where you won off of the field medic.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a good match. I like that one.
Yeah, that was really tight. And I thought that I was in a terrible spot and had lost that game, but worked out. Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones was going crazy.
Yeah, was that so? Are you a fan of Mr. Bones in your deck?
Oh, I love him. I even played that like reassemble card so I can get him back from my discard pile.
Yeah, I love that card.
Some late game stuff.
Yeah, here you go. Here's some Mr. Bones for you. Hold on.
I performed violence.
Here he does. He's definitely performed violence for you out there. That's from Aftermath, Ray. That's a book, just so you know.
Yeah, I didn't do books.
Kyle doesn't like the book. Kyle didn't like the book. Didn't you?
Aftermath was okay.
All right, sorry. You liked it now. Now, because especially since Mr. Bones did all the work for him. So what was the difference for you, Kyle? You've been in a few tournaments before, yeah? So this one, you were really crushing it all the way to almost to the finals. What do you think was the difference for you?
Playtesting with Ray.
Other than that,
definitely playtesting with Ray. No, I mean, we had a ton of reps going into this event. Like, again, we were playing all the day before. We were playing all the couple of weeks before, testing all different decks. So I felt really confident into the field with my deck. I just think, it was preparation. And I had been testing to go to Gen Con with Chopper, so I was super prepared for Chopper. I know that was like a different version, but it was still a similar play style. So yeah, I was ready to play. I was kind of disappointed I didn't get to make it out to Gen Con because my flight got canceled. So getting to be there at Nova and compete, I was just ready to go.
Yep, that's awesome. Hey, Josh, you still there?
Yep.
Josh, so you swerved. Well, I don't know if you swerved, but you were pretty high on Chopper. What was the reason why you decided to switch over to Satine? What did you feel was the big reason for the move for you?
I had more games with Satine, and I felt just overall it didn't have as many bad matchups as Chopper would have.
Interesting. And Kyle, so obviously your brother played Satine. What was it about Chopper that made you make that change? Or not a change, but play that versus the Satine build?
Yeah, we thought that Satine was probably the better list. I was just more comfortable, and I also just really enjoy the play style of Chopper. He's just a really cool character. And Satine is just kind of it felt almost like the old Hero Vehicles to me.
Yeah.
And I've played that so much, I wanted to play something different.
You can say it's boring. Josh, you played Josh, you played a boring deck. It's okay. We get it. I just,
Well, maybe I did, but I haven't played as long as these other guys that played through that. So
yeah, that's true. So for you, it wasn't boring.
No,
you liked it. Well, Josh, we are proud of you, and Kyle. Congratulations! That's a hell of a finish. Now, what do you get? You get all kinds of loot, right, for that one?
Yeah, top 8 got a pretty cool Grievous mat and some resource tokens, and there was a top 16 double-sided Grievous Obi-Wan spot gloss.
Not bad. Is it actually spot gloss?
Yeah, it's a plastic card, I guess.
Okay, awesome. That's pretty good. Pretty good. And
I don't have any of those.
Yeah, well, you got to play in a tournament, Ray.
I don't have not a single spot gloss.
You got the Tutu Cyan, the leader card that awakens when you fart or whatever it is. You got that card, don't you? You get so many of those freaking things. But you don't have any Destiny.
Kyle, he's been on the down low. Kyle plays Dragon Ball.
No, Kyle.
I've been letting Ray teach me. It's been fun.
No, you are 2 wins away from the whole thing, man. You're 2 wins away because you went to dinner with the enemy over there. 2 wins away. Next time we got to focus you on. Are you going to Worlds?
I'll be there. Yep. I think we're going to bring everybody.
The whole team, huh?
Yeah, everybody except for Andrew so far.
Oh man, so let's see the whole team. Let me see if I can remember. You got Drew, you got Paul, you got Cody. You got Edwin, and you got you, right? That's it. There you are. There's a whole team there. Dave. You got him. Oh, and Dave. I forgot about Dave, Dave, too. Yeah, that's right. Wait, I didn't hear that. Is there somebody else?
I'm telling you, I'm going to be so drunk the entire time.
Yeah. Perfect. You know what? The team really appreciates Ray. These guys actually prepare, big time. They're not going to be sitting there having, although your brother did say on the little bedroom stream that you guys did, he said he was going to make rum and cokes. And then you had babies in there. I don't know what was going on in your room.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a mess, but we were also drinking the whole time we were playing.
Okay, good. So. Right, perfect. That's right. Well, Ray will fit right in. It'll be great.
See, I've never interacted. Drew gets really competitive at times, and I've never interacted with Drew when he goes to these bigger events.
Right.
I've only been to like a store championship with Drew, so I'm gonna have to gauge, how annoying I can be and how drunk I can be.
Low threshold, I'm guessing.
I'm telling you, I can easily see him kicking me out of the hotel room. It's probably gonna happen.
I think it's done deal.
You'll fit in great.
The good news is it's in Minnesota, so there's plenty to do. Okay. Hey, one of the things I did, I was watching one of the matches. I was watching Joe, right? I was watching him play. This was around, I think it was his second time he was on stream. But I'm like, all right, I want to watch. I've played a lot with this Satine build. And I would say, like, what is he doing that's different other than winning than what I'm doing? So I charted his actions. You know how in baseball, Ray, you know how you can chart pitches? There's some people who go to baseball games, particularly like minor leagues.
I'm going to explain this to you.
Yeah.
And they use the chart, and they'll do like little symbols for I know what you mean.
You get it? So AAA, we've got the Rochester Red Wings here. People sit out there with these big books and the chart and everything. I don't know what they're going to do with it. But so I tried to do this with Destiny and watch what he did. All right. So this was the opener. Right. So this is first round. And I forgot who he's playing. I want to say, was it a mirror? No, this was against Java. I think this was against a Java. And I want to say it was like game 2 or something like that in Swiss. So here's
obviously your note taking is not very
great.
accurate.
I should have written down who he's playing. All right. I just wanted to see like what actions would he take in a round? Like how many actions should I expect to get if I'm playing this deck in a round? All right. So here's what he did. So you start with, I don't know if you know this, Ray, you start with 2 resources. Unless you're Magnuson over there, you hide him. Just kidding. He didn't hide the resource. We're kidding. All right. So he paid 1, played Hired Muscle. That was his opener. Hired Muscle. I'm thinking, okay. All right. There you go. So now he's got $1 left. Then he activates Hired Muscle. Then he activated Satine, which gives you the reroll action. He rerolled the Hired Muscle. Then he goes to C3PO, activated him. And then you probably heard this before, maybe 100 times when you played all weekend, guys. But then he took $1 and made it 2, because that's what you can do. And then you tap the plot, but they don't call it tap; they call it exhaust. And did it again with another $1. And so now he's got $5. So he's got a Hired Muscle that's out there. And by the way, the guy mitigated it. So now we're on turn 5. Turn 5, he paid 3 for a Chewie's Blaster on R2, paid 1. And did a damage, right? Is that what you have to do? Do you have to pay 1 or just do the damage to
just deal the damage?
Okay, so we just did the damage. I'll cross that. Let me just edit my notes there. Okay, we'll go ahead and go back in time. And then I forgot what he rolled, a discard, maybe? I think he rolled a discard. Does it have a discard in that die?
I forgot? You're reading the note.
Maybe I wrote down pay 1. I didn't think he paid 1. Okay. Then he paid 2 for dismantling a Republic cruiser. All right. Then he resolved the focus on Satine and flipped Chewie's Blaster to a 3 ranged. Then he resolved the 3 ranged and he targeted C3PO. Well, there you go. He's playing a droid deck. He's figured it out. Then he activated R2. Chewie's Blaster had a 3 range, and he resolved that with R2's ability. No, he turned it to the 3, right? That's what you do with R2. You activate it, turn a die. Okay, did that. Then power action feed on the C3PO die that's sitting out there. Then he resolved the 3 range on C3PO. Then he resolved the R2D2's 1 melee, and then he field medicked R2 for $1. There you go. That's how he does it. And then you're national champ. That's how you do it. So I'm looking at this thinking, all right, he's taken 12 actions, but not really, because everything he did, like 4 or 5 times, the action was like multiple actions within the action. And what do you call, are those micro actions, Ray? Is that what you call those?
That's what we've been calling them.
Oh, we have?
Yep.
Who's we, like ABG?
I don't want to say I've coined it, but I've been calling it micro actions. Like, okay. I remember back when Legacies came out with the Slave 1, it's called, I call them micro actions. It's like it's a card that there's an action to play it, and then it can like create another action.
Yeah. Well, I feel like things like that this deck does, and I'm finding, like, again, trying to get better, is that there are these little things like, all right, when you roll in Satine, one of the things you do is you get a reroll. So that's kind of like 2 things in one, right? C3PO is like the master of that. Particularly with the plot. So you're activating C3PO, and then you're doing 2 other things. So it's like 3 actions into 1. Then you're playing a Chewie's Blaster. You're doing a damage, but you're rolling in that. You're taking like 19 different turns each time. I mean, is that the textbook for that deck there, Kyle?
It's pretty much just take a bunch of money and play supports, right?
See, that's what I need, Ray. He broke it down very simply. I'm trying to chart the pitches here, and all he said was, well, just take a lot of money and play supports. That's all you got to do, Ray.
Yeah,
then you're top 8. Then you're top 8.
I try to explain to you that Joe likes to, the way his play style is, the micro actions, what we were talking about, like Slave 1 from Legacies, it's a perfect example. You play it, it's your opponent's turn. You can then do something with that. It's all like stalling without literally doing nothing until the point where Joe is like, okay, I mitigated a little bit of your threatening dice. I interacted with you for a short period of time, and now are you done taking your turn? Because I want to fully take my turn. And Joe will attack your hand in certain ways. He will attack your resources, and he always keeps that in mind when he's playing. He's watching all of these different things. And then if you have no money, he's obviously himself, okay, they might have a hidden motive, a doubt, all the zero cost mitigation. He's playing around that. It's just a lot of different calculating. But I think the droids kind of flip that on its head, and you're speeding up that whole entire clock where, like we were saying that the Satine droid deck is more like a hero vehicle deck. Hero vehicles could do like slow actions. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do this. And then you just kind of delay until you get to a point where you can just take your entire turn. And I think Joe is like the master at achieving that.
Yeah. So Kyle, what was different about the game that you played in, because you won? So what was the difference in that one?
I just watched this back today, and I think the key was that on that turn 2, droids stay out. Like once I got 4 damage onto R2, and I saw that he played the Hans Blaster on R2, so he had invested a lot of resources into that, and I had Bones down, which was pretty huge because with droids stay out and 3PO's ability, you can pump that 3 pay one side to a 4. So I knew that if he didn't have an action sheet to start round 2, he plays, I think, double Ewok Ambush. I haven't seen his final list, but if he couldn't action sheet his R2 in to do damage and possibly kill one of my characters, I knew that I could kill R2 with Mr. Bones. And that was just the difference. Like, he didn't get a lot of ramp early in supports. His ramp was that upgrade. And once I took that off the board, I was way, way ahead. And the only reason, he got down 2 crate speeders and rolled two range sides to kill my, 2 damaged R2, which evened the game out and gave him a chance to come back. But other than that, I think the action cheating against that deck is huge. Just to take a droid, it lowers the power of the deck significantly once a droid's done. Yep.
Well, you did awesome. So you got to feel good. Congratulations on how well you did. Did awesome
Thanks
job.
man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
and so World should be interesting. Ray, what deck are you going to be on, Ray? What if it's the team deck? Did you tell your teammates?
I don't know. I'm not going on no team deck.
Did you?
Me and Kyle are like the outliers.
Oh boy, yeah.
We're Rogue Deck Nation. We might even get like bumper stickers called Rogue Deck Nation.
Yeah,
I like it.
Did you tell them the nonsense that you said you're about to do? That you're going to tell everybody what you're going to play?
I don't have to run anything by them.
Okay, I'm just checking if you let them know the nonsense that you said on the last podcast.
I honestly think that they... now, I've never sat down and talked to Drew specifically.
You should probably do that. You might want to try that.
I think that they've brought me on to Arrowbrook Gaming because I'm a good team guy.
Uh-huh.
I am. I'm a good... Listen, we had a regional in New Jersey. We were all converging onto Kyle's house.
Yeah.
And I get there, and I see just a bunch of dudes shuffling through, like, boxes and grabbing dice and not knowing what they're going to play. And who shows up with a full thing of nice, fresh bagels for everybody.
Oh, nice.
Ready to go. I actually had to yell at Kyle. I was like, Kyle, eat a bagel. Relax.
A bagel. Let me take your
He's
deck
sitting downstairs, Indian style, looking through all of his cards. Come on. You need to just take a minute.
Ray,
are you saying you're the bagel guy on the team?
Yeah, so I'm the bagel guy. I'm not the mother of the team. I'm like I rile everybody up. I make sure that they're fed. I'm a good team guy.
Okay, you said so many things that are not appropriate. First of all, it's crisscross applesauce is what we say in the business. Second of all, the team mother? What is wrong with you?
Did we changed Indian style?
It's not Indian. It's crisscross applesauce. Is
that politically incorrect now?
Yeah. Crisscross Listen, Trump, it's crisscross applesauce. Relax over there. Hey,
I just don't know these things.
Congratulations. We're talking Destiny. If you're tuning in on the Twitch, it's trying to get Ray to understand the words hurt. Ray, crisscross applesauce in the basement there, looking at his card. And you know what else hurts? When you freaking, you know why he couldn't play Jabba, Drew? Because you have all his cards. You still have his Vader's fists.
I do need that fist dice back, Ray.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll think about it.
Settle up at Worlds for Christmas sakes. Hey,
I think I can get at least half value for it, right? Like $25.
Well, good news, everybody. That die just became exponentially more valuable. You know why? Do you know, Josh? Josh, you still there?
Yep.
Josh, are you upset, Josh? And Josh is mad. This was Josh's night. Okay, Josh, I think you did great. I would have been 0-4. Just so you know. I know that doesn't make you feel better. Josh is okay. Oh, Josh. Josh, listen. I got good news for you.
I'm just happy that I know what Hidden Motive does now after watching the stream back.
Oh, why? What happened? Did I miss something? Was there a misplay?
No, it's just every time somebody played a card, I would hear, "What does that card do?" And then it's explained to me. So every time Hidden Motive was played, it was explained to me.
All right. Here's the thing.
You're ready to throw shade.
I've got a list here of things I thought were actually good about what happened in the stream there. I thought, you got to understand, not everybody knows it. Josh, not everybody knows Hidden Motive. Even though he called it, what was it? What's the card called? The Sensors? What's the one called? Off the Sensors?
Off the radar.
Yeah, it's calling off the radar. Okay. All right. He called the card wrong. But people need to know sometimes what the cards do. God forbid, if we want this game.
Not every time the card's played.
All right. All right. I'll give that to you. But off the radar, Hidden Motive, it doesn't matter. At least we're watching some Destiny. We're watching dice chucking. We're watching Cody get all fired up when Drew lost. That was something special.
I think Cody needed a Kleenex after he was commentating.
Holy macaroni. Holy cow. He got fired up at the end there. Good God. Did you guys talk about, did you have a team huddle on that one, Kyle? Kyle's gone.
That was a tough loss for Drew. But shit happens in Destiny. I don't know.
Yep. You know what's good is that he came right out after. We're talking like you just lose, and he did a great job commentating. I thought he had some pretty big cojones there to go out there. Did a nice job with Cody.
Yeah.
2 episodes in a row with the word cojones.
Cojones. Yeah. That actually is appropriate, Ray.
That's a new level.
That's Espanol. See?
We have a lot of questions for tonight.
Do we? How about somebody? Does anybody want to ask Kyle a question or Josh? These are 2 guys.
We still have people in the prep room.
Bring them in. Anybody want to ask Kyle or Josh? You got 2 stars from Nova here. Here they are. Who do you got? Who's it?
Got Reverend Misfit from The Garbage Will Do.
Reverend, it's like 2 a.m. over
How
there.
do you, Mr. Chip?
Holy, what time is it over? Where are you calling from?
He needed a podcast, so.
Oh my gosh! What time? It's got to be 3 in the morning.
From the UK, it's 3 in the morning. Yeah.
What are you doing? 3 in the morning. Do you think about Destiny this late at night?
He's testing for Denmark, man.
Is it? It's Denmark testing. Oh my god!
I'm editing the show, so I've just pumped up our show online for everybody, and then thought I'd jump in and listen to you guys.
Awesome. Because you guys, you talk about consistent. Ray always gets on my case. He's like, we got to record every Monday. We should do it. I'm like, I'm not these guys. You guys do. You haven't missed a Monday.
Yeah. No, we haven't just yet.
Man, and so you got a big anniversary coming up, and I understand there's going to be cake.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, so it's we've got our anniversary tournament coming up as we hit our 50. Sorry, did you lose me then?
We lost you there for a minute. Yeah, I know the internet's a little different down there.
no, as we hit our 52nd episode, we've got our anniversary tournament coming up where we're going to be getting the guys together for a tournament, eat some cake, have some blue milk.
Oh my God, 52. Ray, they've been out for a year. Half the time, they got 52 episodes already.
Yeah. You want to hear just a quick breakdown of how tonight was going to go? Are we doing an episode? Yeah. Tell the chat, let everybody know an episode's coming out. And then about 15 minutes before we're ready to start, Josh goes, my power just went out.
Well, it did.
And Chip goes, all right, call it a night. We might have to record tomorrow or Wednesday. That's what he says. And no, I said the show must go on.
Hey, I'm like the guy when the professor's 5 minutes late, I'm out of there. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't need to sit around to see if the guy's coming. Like, I'm off the class. But did you catch any of the stream?
Yeah. I sat all day and was watching how Joe was getting on because I wanted to just see how everybody was getting through. And I very much enjoyed Cody and Cody and Todd's commentary on stream and the rest of it. Yeah, it was cool.
Well, I'm a little bit of a fanboy of your podcast. I love it. It's Mondays when it's not up, I get a little bit upset if I can't hear it in the morning first thing because I do listen to it as soon as you guys put it out. And you guys put out some great content all the time.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we hard as we can.
What deck are you hot on right now? Tell me what the spice is over there in Europe.
People have been on all sorts. I mean, a load of videos where I've been taking a friend who wants to play Raylo through the gauntlet. So I've been going through with Satine droids and a bit of. I mean, our show that we've just recorded, we had Zahil on, David Payton, talking through how he got Thrawn Sentinel and AR through to top 16 at Euros. So that was cool to talk through.
Yep, awesome. What about all the issues with the delay in the set? What's the reaction over there?
Oh, everybody's. We spoke about it again, going. What are we going to do in the interim? But I mean, we're hearing on the jungle drums, something might come up that's going to. So as it stands, whether it be a balance or an RRG drop, so maybe that will shake things up to a degree that we're all going to enjoy playing our favorite dice game through this law. Over missions comes out.
Yeah, we had the same talk over at our local, and if there's some different things we could do if the RRG doesn't come out, or there's other ways to keep the interest sparked. But somehow, right?
Yeah, we certainly need to. We got loads of guys jumping in at the moment. It seems to be going through a bit of a period whereby we've got lots of new players coming in, and then all of a sudden we get this delay in the sets dropping. It's a little bit of a worry.
Yeah, my issue with it altogether was really just the manner in which they did it, and I just feel like they're doing they're taking 3 steps forward, and they got this guy who's really doing a great job communicating to the community, and then this thing freaking happens, and they do it in the middle of an AMA, like 3/4 of the way through. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, it's going to be delayed till Q1. Not even like January. They're like Q1. Q1's like April.
I almost feel like avoided stating anything about it because now we're all speculating and sitting and waiting and going, oh, it just feels like. I mean, we spoke about it again with the fact that they're not even. To things like the Nova Open or like on our side at the UK Games Expo where we had the Grand Championship, and so it's not even out there for new people to see, and then we hear that there's delays. It's just really hard to stay supportive to what FFG are doing.
Oh, yep. There it is, Josh. What was that, Josh? Did you have?
I said, yep.
Yep, it is. There's Josh. You could just do the.
I almost don't even want to play Destiny anymore, to be quite honest.
Damn, and good. You guys say I'm...
Like, it's just ridiculous. How many times is FFG going to trip over their own
Just
feet?
Get used to the meta. You better fall in love with the meta.
And I don't want to hear no tariff bullshit excuse.
Oh, yeah.
Because the set was supposed to come out in October, and the tariffs will only go into effect in the middle of December. Yeah. So, like, that thing would already be getting ready to be on the boat. Regardless of the tariffs.
Yeah, if you just joining us, it's Tariff Talk with Josh, everybody. Tariff.
I'm just saying, I've been seeing that excuse on Facebook.
Yeah, Kyle, what is your thought on tariffs, Kyle?
I don't know anything about tariffs.
Neither do
you guys think you'll be happy if there's like a balance of the force, though? Does that fix things for you?
I think it would have.
Yeah.
I definitely hope so if something comes through. Sorry.
Yeah, how about we let the guy from Europe? It's 3:00 in the morning, Ray. Could you let the guy? I mean, he's basically his jammies and knickers over there, whatever they call him.
Yeah. No, I'm hoping something comes through that just makes some other people relevant that maybe haven't been played before. And as long as they create diversity, they don't come from the point of view of, things are broken and we're getting out a Nerf hammer. It's doing like they do in, I don't know, maybe like they change things up and make sure that it doesn't become a stale meta. As long as they come from that point of view, I'd be all for and balancing whatever to try and bring new characters in that we've not been playing for a while.
Yeah, what about that, Ray? What do you say about that?
I think that it was very well said.
Yeah, I'm listening to a couple other people talk about it, and it's not like there wasn't diversity like that top 8. What did you have in that top 8? You had Raylo, you had, I'm looking at it right now. You had Satine, there's what's that? Is that Ewoks? You had a Jabba, you got Chopper, you got Satine, you got Palpatine, Chopper, and Kylo Ray. That's pretty diverse if you ask me.
Oh, I was pretty wrong about that whole Palpatine thing. Because I don't know. Like, I thought Palpatine was definitely like a cheese deck.
I'm sorry, Ray. Could you say that beginning part again real quick? I just wanted to... You were what? You're what about that deck?
I thought that Palpatine was not going to do as well as performed at, Nova. That's all I'm going to say. Then.
The top 4 were Satine and Chopper. Yeah, it's droids, but 2 very different builds on it. Palpatine and Kylo. That's pretty awesome.
And the top 17 decks were even more diverse. There were like 10 or 11 different setups.
Yeah. Interesting. So, what would be a nerf? Like, what would they do? What could be something they do? Are they going to nerf like C-3PO and R2-D2? You can only do your own die?
If they do that, they've got to do something to some of the villain cards as well. You can't angular to heroes. It has to be a compound set of adjustments to both factions. It's got to be, or Jabba will just take over the place. I'm sure.
Yep. Something.
I heard honestly sarcastic himself say, "If you hit droids, then Hero really has nothing else to hang their hat on."
That's true,
and it'll be exactly what he said was. It'll just be a villain, big support decks again.
Well, I want to see...
Mill could come back, I guess.
Yeah.
If he walks.
There comes Mill. God, that would be something.
Everyone loves the Mill.
Well, Drew was talking about it just earlier.
I really, really enjoy playing Mill.
He would love to do it. He's in. I wanted to get to the strength in numbers clip. That's my favorite thing that you say on the Garbage Will Do. You don't even realize it. It's fantastic. It's like, I don't know, it's like Stradivarius, like when I hear that.
Or when we say strength in numbers.
Yes, I just love it. Yes, that's it. Right? The strength in numbers. I want to be able to say that, and I can't. I sound like an idiot when I do it that way. Hey, the Garbage Will Do. You're 52 episodes. You got an anniversary tournament. It's 15. That's not the dollar symbol. I know that, but it's like an L. What is that there? Oh, is that pounds?
Yes.
Aren't you in euros, or is that the whole Brexit thing? You guys aren't doing that?
Around sterling.
Okay, sterling. All right. Do you know what that is, Ray? Sterling?
No.
Okay, that's how they pay for things over there. Very different.
I've been there before.
You got to bring.
I've been there twice. Actually.
Sterling silver. You got to bring mom's.
You have to bring sterling silver.
Yeah, you
bring all the old chains from 19.
Yeah, you bring a bike chain and 2 spoons, and you get into this tournament. You're gonna be all set. It's September 22nd. Registration's at 10:00, and then you get cake and some good stuff.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, so is the show up? Can we all check out the Garbage Will Do?
Yeah, it's up. And as I said, that's what I was doing when I got the ping from yourselves to say that you guys were together on Twitch.
All right, well, we owe you for coming on, man. And thanks for staying up so late and coming on.
Yeah, I'm going to head off. So thanks again, guys, and keep up the good work.
All right.
Good night.
Thank you. You too, buddy. Man, I'm telling you, they got a great crew over there. Every week,
we
Ray.
Just jumped right into the next one. Look at this. We're bringing the world together.
Do it, Josh. Who's next?
Remedy.
Oh my gosh, Remedy.
Hello. Hey again.
And wait, did we just we're spanning the globe, Ray? Now we went from one side to the other. This is in Australia, am I right? Remedy's out there.
Yeah, that's right, mate.
The Australian meta. This guy. Let me tell you something about this guy. He's a popular free agent. Everybody. This guy's got this. You talk about spicy brew. Kyle, this guy's right up your alley. Yep, making some good stuff, good decks. He was things I didn't even understand. This guy was doing it. That Ewok build, remember, didn't he come on the show to tell us about that? Wasn't that you? What was the one he told us, Josh? He told us some crazy build.
It was like a Fenrau Han.
Oh, yeah.
During Convergence.
Oh, that's right. Is Fenrau in the meta over there in Australia, Remedy?
Not really.
No.
Just,
all right. That's all right. Listen, we all get one wrong. That's okay. That's all right. What's hot in Australia these days?
Everyone's got their sort of homebrews going. There's a few of us working on Han 3. Was it Han 4 we're up to? The latest Han and Lando with the profitable connections and the Falcon. Oh. And the idea is that the first section of the game, you just roll out all your dice and kill a droid. Like, you just like one in 100 games, you do it.
Okay, I like it.
And your opponent,
but the theory is sound.
1 in 100. That's fine. That's fine. Those are Josh odds. He'll take it. Well, there it is. There it is. Enjoy, everybody. That's what you get. Remedy's got your build for you. It's all set.
It's a roll well deck. I just got tired of, when I was helping people prep for Nova, I got tired of playing the chopper droids with the autofocus. So you got to swing it the other way, right? You just got to roll dice.
You got to roll and pray.
Yeah, that's what Ray says regularly. What's availability of Destiny product out there?
It's still pretty oversaturated. Like, if you want a box, you can get a box.
Yep. There's
available.
a
store that still has like the Awakening cycle still. And at our GQ, they were trying to sell off the old stuff by doing like a really cheap draft, but no one wanted to play in it because it's obviously like rotated stuff.
Right.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. You're depressed now? Well, Josh just quit, so I mean that's fine. Josh is done. Josh goes.
I missed that.
Yeah, Josh 2 and 3.
I didn't say I'm done. I said that the delay makes me so frustrated.
Yes, very frustrated.
That it makes me think about it.
Yep.
Because I mean, I can go to a Dragon Ball Super event any weekend I want.
Yeah, but you have to.
Hell yeah,
the only problem.
Josh.
There's only one problem with it, Josh. Everybody get
What's
real
that?
close. I'm going to tell you right now. The problem is you're playing Dragon Ball Super. That's the problem, okay? Because no one likes that game. Except Ray. Do you like it? Did you buy a lot of product, Josh, of Dragon Ball?
I have a lot. I have a lot yet.
I had to talk, Josh.
You can't do this.
He's talked me out of buying stuff.
Why? Yeah, he wanted to buy a card that was $300 and something, and I kept telling him, just don't do it.
$300?
Yep. $350.
You could buy every Destiny card for that. For all of them.
There was 2 different ones.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Let's see. I want to talk. Paul bought 10 boxes of Spark of Hope. 10 boxes. 10 boxes. Jeremy doesn't even know where to find 10 boxes of this game. He made it. 10 boxes.
You should have seen our hotel room. It was like overflowing with dice.
Oh, that's the worst. Traveling with this game, when Zach and I went down to freaking PAX, I'm walking in there. The guy must have thought I was nuts. I took 4 trips. I mean, if Zach picked up a bag, it would have been helpful. 4 trips up to the hotel room, all the cards. I didn't even need them. I just bring them. You just got to have it. I mean, I don't want to go back in time to Gen Con, but I mean, ABG was... It's because you didn't go, Kyle's the problem. And then Drew had the accident. Like, you guys were cursed for Gen Con.
That was just not our event.
Yeah, and then he played with 28 cards, didn't he? 24 cards, something like that? I mean, the deck's only 30 as it is. The guy's playing with 22 cards. I don't know what's going on over there.
It just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
The guy, he's got 8 cards left. I said, wait a minute, I just drew my hand
and then lost.
Yeah, he milled himself, that guy over there. He doesn't care. He doesn't need cards, damn it.
I got a scheme. I'm telling you, I got to do something that's really going to annoy Drew to the point of no return. And you're saying there's a lot of dice that comes to this hotel? What if I was just like drunk, naked?
Wait, okay.
In the shower.
Hold on a minute. Let's just stop right there.
Right?
I don't think...
Drunk, naked, laying with all the dice in the tub.
We're going to have to burn all those dice, throw them out.
And they were like, hey, Drew, Ray said he's got some real spicy tech for you tomorrow.
Ugh.
And he turns the corner, and I'm just bathing in all the dice. I think
God, this got horrible. I don't know. Do you understand there's different laws in Australia? They can't hear this stuff on the air. Like, they can't. Remedy's had to go.
Drew would just play. I think Drew would just play Ewoks then, right? Because there's no dice.
No dice, yeah.
Problem solved.
Bring the Ewok deck in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Remedy with that one. That's a good one. That was very good. They got you, Ray.
That was good.
I don't want to ever think about you baiting.
I'm going to document my entire time at Worlds with Brook Gaming.
You used to make before you joined Discard Reroll, which, by the way, you said this is what, your 21st episode, Ray?
It's a lot.
Okay.
It's way more than I ever thought.
Yeah, I know. You haven't lasted more than 2 weeks at any other place you've been.
This is very true.
You used to make cute little videos when you were part of Jackalman, and then you were Thundershot Games, and then you were like, whatever, Ray's Gaming Funhouse.
Some would categorize me as a humorous.
As having a humorous?
I've gotten it.
Is that in your leg? The humorous? Humorous. You used to make, remember the Snoke video? Snokin'? Wasn't that you? You made the Snokin' video?
I had to make it. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Is it on YouTube?
I don't think so.
Oh, come on. Well, where did you?
When it first came out, I had it. That was a good one.
How did I see it? How did I see it, Ray? If it's not on,
it was on Facebook like a year ago.
Snokin'. Oh, nope. Smoking comes up. You don't want any part of that one. It was on Facebook.
Yeah, you're never gonna find it.
Facebook. Is it in Thundershot Games?
No.
Ray, Julia, Snokin'.
This is making for great radio.
Destiny. It's okay. This is worth it. Destiny Ray. There's somebody named Destiny Ray. That's not you.
Were you on the co-pilot, Thunder? Wasn't that yours? Wasn't that your little side project?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The co-pilot. But the problem was nobody would fly with him, so that was the end of the co-pilot was grounded.
Just an inflatable co-pilot.
That was it.
It's really hard to do content by yourself when you don't get along with anybody else.
Yep.
And then you just say, you know what, I'm just going to do it myself. And then you do it yourself, and you're like, man, I hate doing all this.
I found it. Wait a minute. I found it right here. This is December 16th, 2018. The co-pilot, Kylo Price, is back, baby. He's back. Kylo Price.
I still have the channel up because I have this one Naruto video that gets a bunch of plays.
Here it is. Ooh, more than a pilot. There it is. Here you go.
All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode.
It's like this gritty, Ray's like the tough guy, Mr. Salt, and this. Hey, everybody, it's Ray, the co-pilot. I'm back. I want to talk to you about Kyle Price. Oh, boy, you want to spin dice? This is a great thing for you. Everybody, tune in. There it is.
It's like he remembered it's a children's card game.
Right, yeah. All right, everybody, if you want to see that, we can link to it. Man, you had a lot of views on that one, though. I'll tell you that. But you locked out comment. This thread is archived. Nice job.
Is it?
Yeah, you're stopping the people.
I probably just shut it down a while ago. I was probably all upset.
Ray, that had two. It had 2 thumbs up and 2 thumbs down. Come on, man.
I'm a 50-50 type of guy.
Why did everybody typed in laser? Everyone's writing laser. I was
running a special.
What?
If you typed in laser, I picked a random name and gave you laser gaming tokens.
Oh, so you have 4 comments. They all say laser.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You are like Mr. Social Media right there. Kyle's like, I just got back from freaking Virginia. I played like 46 hours of Destiny. I got to listen to this. This is what I got to do.
Yeah, we waste his time. Anytime Kyle comes on, we always question if he's
all right. Well, what would you – go ahead. Ask him something. Remedy's in Australia. What time is it out there?
It's just after 12:30 or something.
Okay. That's AM or PM?
PM. So it's like midday.
Midday out there. This is it. He's having some
sun shining.
Foster's. Isn't it winter there?
Always bring it up, Foster's.
Well, it's winter, isn't it?
That's like he's like, what are you eating? An American cheese?
Yeah.
Like
the Foster's. He's having a Foster's in the daytime.
Foster's again in the midday.
It's
because that's what you guys do.
Yes, they do actually. Are you?
No, I've got the classic. I don't know if you guys have got the brand. I've got Dare iced coffee. It's a staple in Australia.
No, what is it?
Everyone. Oh, it's like it's like a cold iced coffee drink. I don't know if you guys have those.
No.
Do you guys do iced coffees?
We definitely do.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Ray, don't start.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we heard it, but not. Is that from? Is it like a place you get it, or is it a bottle, or what?
Yeah, no, it's like a bottled one. Just made by a company.
Gotcha.
So,
all right. Well, you're gonna need all the caffeine you can get. Go ahead, Ray. Ask Kyle something. Don't if you're not going to waste Kyle's time, tell me how you do it. What are you going to ask him? Guy just made top 8.
Yeah, he's the man. He made top 8.
That's not a question. That's a comment. You could have done that without Kyle here.
The great, preparation from Brook Gaming, the weeks of confidence, that I just would boost into his Discord messages.
Again.
I just feed him confidence every single day.
He doesn't need to hear this now. He hears it all the time.
For the record, I used to tell Kyle that he was the best player on ABG.
You did used to say that.
All the time.
And then Ray joined. Is like, wow. Yeah.
Now Ray's number 1.
Yeah, Ray's number 1.
I think Kyle's the biggest sleeper in ABG.
He's not a sleeper anymore. He's wide awake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now look at him.
Yep. And Paul had a great tournament.
Sleep an hour ago. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Paul's got to be proud, too. Was he pumped? He did great.
Oh, yeah. I was proud of Paul, too. That's a good run for him.
I was not secretly, I was pulling for Paul. Because I think you guys give him a little bit of garbage on the show. And I think he deserves it. He puts a lot of time into it.
I think Drew gives him a lot of crap.
Yeah. I wish the time... Yeah, meanwhile, like...
I think you guys give him a lot of shit. I think Drew gives him a lot of shit.
Paul leaves the hotel room. I'm watching your stream, which is still up on YouTube. You can catch it at Brook Games or Gaming. Either one, I'm sure you're going to find it. And
we got to take that down.
Yeah, Paul leaves, and he says... everybody noticed how much quieter it is now that Paul's gone? That's like the first thing he says. Like, oh, the poor guy. He's the one who brings all the cards for everybody. But
that's true. I think everybody borrowed something from Paul.
Yep.
For that tournament.
Yep. But he did great. You guys did really well. So congratulations on a good run.
Thanks, man.
Remedy, are you playing in it? What tournaments? Any primes or grands or whatever over there?
We had our GQ. Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? So now it's just casual nights, I guess, for 6 months. No, there's a national, there's a grand champs in November, but I sneakily chose to judge because I didn't really want to play. I just didn't want to play.
Did you play in the GQ? And I'm sorry if you did. How'd you do?
I think I lost 4 games all weekend, so it wasn't too bad.
That's good.
Played a bunch of droids, played some Jabba. Had that spicy build to last build that I'd worked on with Late Night Gaming, which did quite well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Or you could play Han 4 Lando and just roll it out, baby.
Just that sort of deck is like you ruin someone else's tournament, but you also ruin your own. That's what that deck does.
I feel like that's you, Ray, in a nutshell. That's the deck you're going to play.
What? To ruin someone else's day?
Yes. I feel like that's what you'd go for. That's like your MO. Screw somebody up.
Just one shot the chopper, like first section of the game.
God, that's pretty rough. That is pretty rough.
Yeah, no. So I think regionals in Australia is usually delayed, so you guys all have them first, and then FFG decides to ship over the kits on like a boat that's powered. Yeah, they're like powered by the 1900s sort of technology, like it's not express.
Yeah.
It's like someone in a rowboat like delivering them.
It's so brutal.
So, are you in the future right now?
I'm surprised you had prizes at your GQ at all, to be honest.
Oh, well, we only had half of them, right? Like I haven't got my spot glosses yet because they've got to post them out. So
what day is it over there?
It's tomorrow.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, September 3rd, mate.
It's tomorrow.
No, it isn't.
It's tomorrow, mate.
Monday.
No, it's tomorrow. It is the future. Stop asking. You're going to ruin the time continuum. Like if you ask him anymore, this day didn't happen. We got to record another podcast.
I just find that to be funny because they're in the future, but yet their product is delayed.
If you're just joining us, Ray discovers time zones on a new episode of The Co-Pilot. And Kylo Ray's back, everybody. Look at this. Kylo Price. Turn your dice.
All right. We have too many questions for tonight.
Right,
so
ahead.
if we need to get into these.
Let's do it because I said our hard stop. Meanwhile, you brought in a guy who, topped freaking the tournament.
I just wanted greatness.
We said this is going to be Josh's night, too. Poor Josh.
Yeah. Well, his nickname's Killer Phoenix, and he killed it.
He did kill
it. That.
He did kill it. What question? Is this time for the thunderstorm?
Yeah.
Oh. Everybody's favorite moment in Destiny history. It's the thunderstorm. With the co-pilot. Kylo. He's back, baby. Mono. Doing 2 damage every time you activate.
Let me know when I could start.
Go ahead. Kylo Price, baby. That was a great deck. Did you ever even play it? Did you ever play Kylo Price?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually played at a store championship when apparently everyone got the memo that Kylo Price was really good, and I was playing Vader 1? Vader 2? No, Vader 2 Price.
Vader 1 would have been good. Vader 2 Price, huh?
Yeah, it was way aggro.
Jeez.
It's a pretty good deck.
Did a lot of damage.
Yeah. How'd you do?
I went like 3-2 or something.
Perfect. All right, Ray, what do you got? Question storm.
Arofimi.
Oh boy.
Arofimi. Favorite character you've never played from Awakenings block, or favorite character that you've tried to make work but won't? So, Josh, what is your favorite character from the Awakenings block?
Meanwhile, Remedy's mowing his lawn over there. I don't know what's.
Yeah.
What do you got? You got a biplane over there? What is it?
No, I'm in my car, mate. Just the truck went by.
Okay, jeez Louise. Go ahead. By the way, my wife just flushed the toilet right next to me. I say, if you can hold it for the show. And the microphone's like, it's right at the. Sorry, go ahead.
You gave enough time for Josh to think. This is a good amount of time, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Padawan.
Okay, there you go. Josh, perfect. He's Josh.
That's my answer. Padawan.
Okay,
Padawan. Kyle.
I like Grand Inquisitor.
All right. Remedy.
I liked Jin 1, the discount one. I'm all about value.
All right, I like that one. Chip.
Ray, I'm so happy you asked. I'm going to say I too liked Jin Urso 1, but I'm going to have to go with. K2SO. I did like that first one.
Mine was Snap.
Ooh,
I could never understand how that Snap Han deck worked.
Temin Snap Wesley, huh?
Yeah.
Did you know that your buddy's favorite card is...
listen, I'm going to need you to have...
Mr. Bones is online.
Mr. Bones, that's his boy. Snap.
You're going to have to shut up so I can get through these.
All right, go ahead. Next one.
All right. All right, Brian from Jank It Up Fuzzball asks, assuming there's no new Destiny product released until after the new year, what other game should I consider supporting with my hard-earned money?
You paid him.
I will take this. Right away. You're going to look into Dragon Ball Super, the trading card game. Next question. We're going to move on. All right.
Marvel Champions.
Yeah.
Star Wars Destiny. Come on.
Just stay with it.
Stay with it.
The FFG has earned our trust, gentlemen. Sorry. I was just kidding.
Doesn't deserve this community.
No, they don't.
That's true.
That's it.
Jeez. Oh,
God.
God.
All right, there you go.
Impressive.
World champions.
Mancher01 wants to know what were your first impressions of the game when you saw it demoed or you played it for the first time? Remedy. Go for it.
So my card game background was like Thrones and L5R and things. So when I saw people rolling dice, I just thought it was a casual game only. Like you couldn't play it at a competitive level.
Good news, you're right.
But as soon as I sat down and played it, I realized there was way more depth to it, and I fell in love. Just with deck building is my favorite part of this game, and what you can do with what they build. Is always, it's quite fun. And then, you can build those 1 in 36 combos and just go for it. And sometimes they work, and it's great.
Anybody else?
Ray,
all right, we can move on.
Ray, you got to throw it around the horn.
I don't feel like it, actually.
Oh, well, I thought the game was great.
Because after listening to Remy's explanation, it was kind of getting a little long-winded. And
no, it wasn't. It was perfect.
You know what? If I start like asking everybody, it's going to be like, I remember the first moment I saw those primary colors rolling on the table.
It. Yes.
I wondered what could those symbols mean.
Yes, Josh. Josh, I want to know when Josh, because Josh is a pretty straightforward guy, right? I mean, we know that about Josh. He's a man of not many words, but he makes them count. I can just see your reaction when like someone pulls out these Fisher Price dice. Like, what did you go? What the frick? Get this off my table.
Pretty much, but it was Star Wars, so I gave it a shot.
See, there it is, and then you get hooked. You just roll them, you get hooked.
Yep,
that's it.
Kyle,
their first hit was free.
You want a shot with this one or what?
Yeah, Paul and I played this in like my apartment living room just on a whim and freaking loved it.
Floor? Were you guys like on your bellies?
Crisscross applesauce on your bellies.
On my little coffee table, like trying to roll dice and make them stay.
Bellies. Josh pulls these out and he just gets me when he says them. Yeah, that's a pretty, that's a great story. To see the two of you.
That's the thing about this whole like issue is this game's so much fun to play, you know?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. That's the tough
it's like
part.
The forces are working against us. They don't want us to love it, but we have to.
I feel like they're trying to kill it. I really do. Like in the back of my head, I'm like, at this point, they've got, like, come on. They got to be just trying to kill it.
I think the other issue is we should be talking about like how Worlds is coming up and should be like, oh, like Destiny's huge right now. We just had a huge tournament. There were 400 people, I think, watching the stream at one point. Like that's great numbers. And Kyle, it's just disappointing.
Are you trying to be like positive or something?
Dude, we got to be positive, right? If we're all negative about it, then the game is actually going to die.
That's
like
true.
we can make this work even though it's really bad.
Yeah.
We have regionals coming up. We have worlds coming up. Like there is a lot of good stuff coming up, and maybe if they give us a rules update or a balance of the force, like it'll be fine to play on a different meta for a while.
I'm excited. I love the game. I've gone back to I like the game, and I'm just going to stick with it.
All right, well, there you go, Ray.
You know,
you haven't bought you didn't buy any Spark of Hope, but that's fine.
Nope, I don't have to support the game to like it.
Okay.
VS Zeus wants to know, I think this is one of your buddies at your locals. It says, when you first realized that sometimes saving removal for better spots is a good idea, what were you wearing and how many beers had you drank?
Who is he asking?
I don't know. Let's just move on.
Nothing and 5.
It's funny. Batman Anderson, it's the end of the show. You just found out that you have 3 to 4 months until Convergence drops. Klaus from Your Destiny is openly thinking about
covert operations. He's talking about the next set.
Covert.
Yeah, I just said that. And then it says Klaus from Your Destiny is openly thinking about walking away from content creating. How do you feel?
First of all, Klaus is the man. Second of all, he's not. He's just, in Europe, I'm not sure if you realize this. In Australia, it might be the same way. They speak from the heart, Ray. They speak from the heart. And when you take a guy's heart out, that's what you're going to get. Raw emotion. Raw emotion. And that's where we're at. You're getting raw emotion. That's where I am with it. And you know what? My wallet actually says thank you. My wallet says thank you for a little bit, right? Like, I'm okay taking a little bit of a break. It's just, I was more mad about the way that they communicated it. I want it on my terms. Not the old, it's not you, it's me, Ray. Remember you heard that in high school a lot? It's the same thing, like here. Like, on my terms, I want to be communicated to. Not in the middle of an AMA that I was like half asleep and they throw it out there, like right when this tournament's going on too. God, I was so mad. And I wanted to make sure ABG was focused, so of course I texted Drew and told him I was pissed off. Right before he's going out, I was like, what? What are you talking about? Meanwhile, the guy's preparing for some of the biggest destiny of his life. He's got me telling him how stupid FFG is. All right, go ahead.
S. Squirrel wants to know right now about the only 2 wide anyone is talking about is Raylo. Do you think Dooku 2 and Talzin could be a reasonable option?
We're going to let the player say.
No, and because Chopper takes your money. So it's pretty hard to play Talzin when there's a deck that just makes you lose your money every round. Otherwise, it's a great deck. So it's like add it to the back pocket.
You can play Palp though if you like 2 wide.
There you go.
Yeah, or there's like Beckett Iden is sitting in the wings, and like all the Admiral decks are just waiting for that rules reference to just come and start hitting everyone.
Ooh, you know what that means, Ray? All the Admiral decks are waiting in the wings. This is your chance, baby.
I do love the Admiral deck.
Drew made a really good brew of that. We got to play Drew's build of Yoda Bale. It's coming. I heard he's got a really good build of it. Really good build.
Yeah, I know what you're doing right now.
I'm just saying. I heard he's got a good build of it. I want to play Drew Warren's build of Yoda Bale. That's the combo. There's Admiral plays galore. You got some Rebellion
Board Game
leaders?
Lawyer wants to know, how many more players do you think would have played at Nova if they would have had more seats?
That's a good one. Kyle and Josh, what do you think?
Was Nova capped?
Yes, it was.
And it was lowered twice.
I think we could have gotten to like 130 players.
Yeah, I was going to say like 130, 135.
Yeah.
I guess.
Was the reason they gave accurate about why they did it?
What was the reason they gave?
I don't know. Didn't they say that
they needed seats for other games?
Yeah.
They had Keyforge Top Cut.
Oh, jeez.
And like Imperial Assault, Josh, going on?
Yeah.
Jeez. There's a dead game. Didn't they say it's officially dead? It is dead, isn't it?
What does a Keyforge Top Cut look like? I just got this deck out of the vending machine down the hall.
Yep.
I'm ready to go. Like,
that's what I was going to say. It depends how many vending machines they have plugged in.
Speaking of which, Remedy, if you need any great Keyforge decks, we got them. BananaCrapshoot selling them. BananaCrapshoot's Keyforge Emporium. He's got all kinds of decks for it.
30 decks, $5 each.
Yep.
I was very empathetic to that because I had the same sort of experience with the game.
Yeah.
What was frustrating in Australia is that they gave flights to the Keyforge Nationals that just happened, but they're not giving flights for Destiny. No one showed up to the Keyforge Nationals because it's not a competitive game. And the guy that won it, fun fact, had spent 5 figures on the game to win. So,
holy,
yeah,
5 figures. Good God. That's ridiculous. I've got a Horseman deck for sale if anybody wants that. Is that still a thing?
I heard some of those decks are like expensive because they're inherently good.
Yeah.
Like they're just better than the other ones that the computer generated.
You talk about loot boxes. Holy cow.
Yep, that's what it is. It's
fun. It's like a fun casual game, but like
it's great to play with my uncle at Christmas.
That's great. On your bellies? Are you getting your bellies with them? Hey, here's the thing.
With our feet up in the air, with our tube top.
If Keyforge was Star Wars, how many of us would play it? I'd play it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't like that there's no deck building. Like, that's half the fun to me.
Yeah. Well,
you just spend 5 figures and then you find the deck that you would have built. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true. I just gotta keep buying it until I like the actual deck.
Bing. But you never do, Ray. That's the gambler's addiction, man. That's how it works.
All right, next question. How do you keep, and this could be for Killer Phoenix over here, how do you keep the family on board with the time requirements for Star Wars Destiny, whether that's gaming, content creating, events, etc.?
Good question.
It's definitely tough. I mean, I don't have kids like you do, so it makes it a little bit easier. My girlfriend's very understanding, so that helps. And I just had to tell her that I'm going to be pretty much gone every weekend in October because there's primes or worlds or something going on. So she loved that.
I had like a similar conversation with my wife. I was like, I'm just not really going to be around that much.
Yep.
Yeah, I just try to balance it, like keep them happy while I still do this on the side.
Jeez. Josh, were they happy that you left for Virginia?
No.
Okay, that's pretty much my answer to that too. Yeah, I don't is what it's called. By the way, just telling your girlfriend that you're just going to be busy in October. It stays that easy, Kyle. Don't worry. It's how it's going to go. Yep, it's sure exactly the same. And then they're bringing babies in your hotel room. That's the next thing you got to look forward to. That's great.
Yeah, I tried pulling that one off. Didn't work.
No.
For Worlds, that was. Hey, you can go with. Nope.
Yeah, right. She's going to go with you. Yeah, bring her to Minnesota. That's really. You can go to the Mall of America. That's all you got. And Princess House.
With a 3-week-old.
We're coming up towards the end here.
Do it.
I'm going to give Batman Anderson a couple more questions.
Jeez, I hear from him enough.
It says, what is Ray's favorite bagel, and would it be worth exploring handing out bagels at Kappa Cup rather than discard to reroll promos?
Did you give any away, Josh? Were those hot items or no?
Yeah, I gave some away.
Perfect.
If somebody mentioned the podcast or said they'd never listened, they got a promo.
There you go. Good. Well,
nice. So to both the patrons that were there, they got some promos.
Nice. So both the patrons.
Perfect. Give out. There it is. Banana, ladies and gentlemen. He's great.
Let's round table. What is your favorite bagel?
Jesus.
I like an everything bagel.
Sesame.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Remedy, they don't have bagels in Australia. They call them something else.
No, I think they do. I just don't eat. I don't go out of my way to find them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Ray. That's dumb.
I'm telling you, people don't, in other parts of the world, they don't value a bagel the same way as us Northerners do.
It's because there's better things to eat. But
yeah, Ray.
When would you eat a bagel? At what time of the day would be appropriate for a bagel?
If I was going to eat a bagel, maybe 10 in the morning.
Okay. See, I'm telling you, they consider it like a brunch thing or something, or like a lunch to brunch thing.
Are you close to Melbourne or Darwin? Where are you?
Yeah, Melbourne.
Melbourne? Do you know where Five and Dime Bagel is? It's in Melbourne.
No, if you want to send me the address, though,
I will.
I'm curious to try it. I can report back.
This is what happens. He just starts Googling stuff and then acts like he's been there before.
Oh, you've never been to Five and Dime? Well, they got traditional bagels over there.
I can report back next week if it's on schedule.
All right.
Otherwise, I guess it'll be in a month.
16. It's on 16 Catherine Place, Melbourne Vic 3000. What is that from the future?
Easy.
What kind of address is that? It's not even. I don't understand any of those numbers. What?
It's a postcode, mate.
3000. All right.
Yep.
All right. Melbourne Vic 3000. Head over there. Wasn't that the?
I'm pretty sure that's about it.
I'll be there in an hour, so I'll check it out.
Isn't that the guy who sings "Hey Ya"? Isn't that his name? 3000. What's his name?
Andre 3000.
Yeah, there he is. He's over at Five and Dime. Looks like a sweet spot. All right, is that it, Ray, for your thunderstorm?
That's it.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, we had Kyle on. We had Remedy fixing everything up. We had our friends from the Garbage Will Do podcast. It was a full day.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, everybody's got to be beat. What's next for
Chip? He already went to bed once.
Yeah. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. I did. I got to work tomorrow. I mean, we all do, don't we? Maybe. Not Ray, but everybody else. We got to work.
Yep.
Ray's keeping us safe, damn it. So we can do these types of things, these podcasts.
Isn't that a great thing to think about?
Yeah, not so much. That does not help me sleep, but that's all right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Kyle, we appreciate it. Remedy, thank you for taking time in Australia and in New Jersey.
Both not as a fun of a place.
No. What's next for ABG? When are you guys gonna getting on the back on the saddle? When are you gonna podcast again?
We're doing podcast tomorrow. I think we're gonna try to get Joe on.
Good.
So
yeah, definitely not Ray. Definitely not Ray, which would be good. All right. Well, I look forward to hearing that. They'll get a lot of content, but we dug deep. I think we dug deep, gentlemen. Meanwhile, Ray's trying to roll his docket dice. Nobody wants to play that deck. Put it away. They're the only
have them sitting here on the desk.
They're the only two dice you got left. You didn't.
I have a dock of dice. I have 2 Jedi lightsabers, and I have a Bail.
Oh, good. We'll start. Get ready for the RRG, man.
Those are the cards he bought singles of.
Yes.
That's it. Perfect. You did buy
I
singles,
know a
didn't you?
good spot for singles.
What is it?
IG88 dice. Oh, and I do.
Where is it? The Game Chief?
That's your plug.
The Game Chief, yeah, they have really good, like the best prices for singles I found.
I really do have your dice sitting here. Can you hear that? Can you hear this? That is Kyle's Vader's fist.
Oh, good.
You're killing me, Ray.
Here it is. I'm looking at it. It's thegamechief.com. They got great deals. If you want a Formidable, it's out of stock. But if you want an N1 Starfighter, it's $150, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Admiral, out of stock. Siege Cannon, $6.99. Oop. And he's telling me if I have any questions, I can go ahead and send him some. There it is. All right, I'm going to write him a question. Why?
Well, if you use a PALP 35, you can get 35% off.
And who is that benefiting?
Nobody.
All right. Well, let me just write something down. I'm going to send him a question. Why are upgrades terrible in this MF
That's not
game?
the upgrade's fault that the upgrade's bad.
That's right. That's Scott's classic line. Who now
Scotty.
calls me? I actually did a spit take with my coffee. Last thing, as I was commenting in some Discord. I don't even know which one I'm in anymore, and because you got so many. He says I'm the wood chipper. They call me the wood chipper when I get fired up. Did you guys know this?
Funny.
Did you know that they
No.
were calling me that? All right.
That's
God
great.
damn it! He's calling me a wood chipper now. I was pissed. I got to defend the community here. Breaking up fights. Breaking up
Twitch or something?
No, that was in Discord. And then I'm breaking up fights on Twitch when they're not even fighting. That's what you get. All right, everybody. Well, we'll see you maybe next week. We'll do it again, Ray. Ray said we got to do it every Monday.
I think it's good for the people.
All right. Well, we got to keep it fresh because we got 6 months in a row to do this without a new set. So we got to figure out something. Hey, every week we can talk about a new card, one card, and do a deep dive. God damn, if I don't know these cards.
Let's start with doubt.
Yeah.
Or hidden motive, because I'm not sure what hidden motive
is. Oh, geez. You freaking jumping all over them. They did a nice job.
I was thinking practice makes perfect might be a good start.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. We could.
How many times can you re-roll a die?
Well, like, how many times can you re-roll it to trigger Rebel Cache? That's the real question.
Ooh. All right. How about Remedy? We just have Remedy on, just giving us spicy decks. You could Remedy versus Kyle, like who can bring the better spice?
The better spice?
I'd be outspiced every week.
I don't know. I really did build your deck, Kyle. I love that. Is it Dengar Django or Django Dengar?
Your choice, man.
Really? I always find like I've got to figure out who goes on the left and who goes on the right, and there's some psychology to that. Like, how did you watch? By the way, did all of you see Joe play on stream at all? Like,
Kyle saw it up close and personal.
One of the things he does is he takes his hands and like puts the card. You could take a ruler, like a T-square, and he's got them like perfectly aligned, perfect board state. Are you that way when you play, Kyle?
I think my board state's pretty clean, like compared to some other people, but Joe is immaculate.
Yeah, good. You could eat off that thing. Well, you don't want to do that, but I mean, you can close to it. Come close to it. Don't eat off of Brian's board state. The guy vomit all over it, according to what Josh said, right? All right, hey, but you know, if you're going to re-roll a die, Josh, when you're at your nationals, you know what you need to do. Make sure they're always special.
Hey, wait, hold on. Before we go.
That was my big finish. It was dramatic pause. What?
I know. You're going to have to do it again. Jango Fett is facing right, and Dengar is facing left.
So they're temporary trucing each other. They're like mad at each other, or like
you could have them shooting each other, or you can have them standing like back to back, shooting everyone away from you.
All right.
So that can help you.
And then what's the plot? It's like any means necessary. Isn't that the plot?
Yep.
And it's you remove. Listen, this is off the top of my head. You remove a die, and you do 1 unblockable damage, or 2 if it's a bounty hunter die. Am I right?
No, it's got to be a bounty hunter.
Damn
dice,
it.
and if they have 3 bounties, you deal with 2 damage.
What is it? 3 bounties? All right, that's my problem. I should probably memorize your own cards at least before you play it. That's probably a good idea.
He's been crushing locals with that card all week now.
Yeah, right. It's not doing half the things. All right. Well, you know what, Ray? When you're re-rolling the 2 DACA dies, do they have specials on there?
No,
they don't. Well, good. I hope you keep re-rolling it and try to get a special one. We'll see you maybe next Monday. We'll see. If Ray's hot in the game now, we'll do it. If he's not, we'll do it in 2 weeks. Thanks for listening.
Very exciting. Darth Vader himself is here. All the other nerds tremble in his presence.
This would be my chest box that helps me to breathe.
So this is to help you breathe, yes?
Yes.
And which of these buttons calls your parents to pick you up? What are you supposed to be?
I am a stormtrooper.
You are a huge nerd.
You are a hot dog.
The stormtroopers talk like 60s robots? I have no idea. I am a stormtrooper.
We are witnessing an actual Star Wars nerd wedding. Truly beautiful.
Can I ask a question about the couple? Where are they spending their honeymoon? Which arcade?
You may now kiss your bride-to-be.
The groom has kissed the bride after years of practicing on his sister and an Ewok doll. And now the nerds are congregating for the ceremonial banging of the plastic toys. This is what a nerd circle jerk looks like.